Hey everybody, Ron Cagle. I'm an instructor here at Digital Crafts at the Atlanta campus. So here's some of my tips for first-time students. One of the biggest tips I can give everybody is don't be shy and ask every question you can think of. Chances are that someone else in the class is thinking of the same question. Chances are everyone else might be a little bit like, hey, can we slow down on this material or can we go over this piece again? So it's always a good time to ask questions. Your questions aren't stupid, you're there to learn. You're literally learning a completely new language, so don't be shy when it comes to asking questions. There are times you're gonna feel stuck. There are times you're gonna feel confused, and that's okay. But go ahead and ask those questions so that you don't ever fall behind and are sitting there wondering, like say at the end of a lesson, what's going on. Usually you'll be helping out your other classmates who might be too shy to ask a question. But yeah, don't be shy. Ask all the questions you could think of. My other tip for new bootcamp students is Slack. You wanna make lots of friends in class. That's who's gonna help you throughout the class. So first thing you want to do is install the Slack app on your phone if you haven't, and install the Slack app on your computer if you haven't. That way you can stay logged in, stay up to date on what's happening. The more participation in the Slack channel for your class, the better your class will perform together. So make sure you have Slack open when you can. There's always lots of fun stuff happening in the global chat, and it's a great way to get help with questions, with job hunt questions, and just to really stay current on what's happening in tech and what's happening at Digital Crafts. So yeah, get on Slack and make friends. Don't be shy. Now this tip gets a little deeper, but future you will thank you. So throughout class and throughout the beginning of class, before you start, remind yourself that future you will thank you. That means for the times you spend coding instead of maybe watching TV, or the times you get up early to maybe make sure you make it to classroom hours, future you is gonna thank you for all this hard work that you're putting in. And again, remember you're learning a new language, so it's not gonna be easy. And you're gonna have to put certain things aside, like maybe Atlanta United games. But future you will thank you for taking the 90 minutes to watch a soccer game and instead spending that 90 minutes on, say, maybe working on code challenges. It doesn't mean sacrifice all your family time. It doesn't mean sacrifice all your social time, but it does mean to make sure you structure your time while you're in a boot camp to where future you is gonna thank you for all the hard work that you did, not be upset with you because you don't feel like you understand things enough because you didn't really take the time outside of class to put in the work. It takes a lot of work inside and outside of class to be successful, and future you will thank you for it. All the students I've seen that worked really hard inside and outside of class have been successful. So it's very much, you can learn the language, but you have to put in the work. All right, so this is a fun tip. Make sure you take lots of breaks. If your brain feels full, if you feel like you've had enough code, feel like you can't take anymore, just stop, take a break, walk outside, play with your dog. Shut your computer down, stare at stuff off in the distance to give your eyes a break. But it's totally okay to take breaks. If you feel stuck on a problem, you feel really frustrated, just walk away. You're never gonna code good angry, so you always wanna look at it like you're problem solving, or it's a quest, or it's like a video game challenge. There's nothing to get angry about, it's just something to figure out. So take breaks. Credit to another instructor, Lachlan, for showing me this. It's scientifically proven that you have to almost forget things in order to memorize them. So that kind of ties back in with taking lots of breaks. When your brain feels full, take a break. Then come back to it and go at it. It might seem weird, like you might want to just put in those hours and grind. It's not going to help you memorize things once your brain hits a certain level of information. So make sure just to walk away, take a quick 20-minute break, grab something to eat, then come back to it. And my last tip that I have to give full credit to my man Jordan for, ABC. Always be coding. Every single day you want to code something. You want to do a code challenge. You want to read about code. Even if it's 10 minutes, even if it's 20 minutes, hopefully it's an hour or more, but always be coding. Always be pushing code up to GitHub. Write some docs. If you don't have time to actually code, do some flashcards. Don't have time to do some flashcards, then go read a tutorial. Always be coding. Future you will thank you for it. Yeah, to summarize, don't be shy. Ask any question you could think of during your time at boot camp. Make lots of friends in class, make lots of friends on Slack. Future you will thank you. Don't forget that. Hard work pays off, so put in that hard work and future you will thank you. Don't forget to take breaks because it'll actually help you memorize things. And of course, always be coding. Thanks everybody for listening, and hopefully these tips are helpful. And if you have any other additional tips, feel free to drop them in the comments.